Did you know that there's a ghost-busting VR game that isn't getting much attention? And it should be! For whatever reason, Hunt Together VR has flown under the radar of most VR enthusiasts. The question is, why? I was given a meta key by Carbon Studio to check out Hunt Together VR, but don't worry, it's not a sponsored video, so I can bash them freely. And I will, but that'll come a little bit later. First, I want to talk about what this game has gotten right, including the game's player versus player style, the tutorial, customization options, individual maps, and the gaming community. After that, I'll get to the glitches, 25% discount opportunity, and various things I think could be improved. If you've played, let me know what you think, or why you've chosen to pass this game up. So first, let's define the game. It's a player versus player where one player is the ghost, and the other player is the hunter. This is an awesome experience to start. Being able to mess with strangers or your buddies is both fun and satisfying.
The little green button over there, that's an elevator. Oh, here, I'll get it for you.
It looks like it's going to be a scary game, but the only real fear I feel is akin to a close call in a first-person shooter. It definitely can get the heart pumping with jump scares.
I feel like I'm about to get jump scared out of one of these catacombs by you guys.
You can talk and joke or get serious and mess with the people. It's a read the room kind of situation. You can even do what I did and do voices to put a little edge on.
I'm going to get you. You will not survive.
Oh. The tutorial is really well done, but I gotta warn you, you don't need to blast through it. Pay attention. I ran into several players, including myself, who really didn't play the tutorial with an actual listening ear. But even not paying attention, a few games later, which doesn't take long, and I was already helping others to strategize. They put you in this very ghostly setting, giving you the basics of ghost movement, which was simple and enjoyable. For one thing, you can fly as a ghost, but watch out for the traps that the hunter can put out. One of them takes away your flying ability. The tutorial shows you how the hunter has a belt which he can fill with various items including traps and different aids. The ghost doesn't have a belt, but it can do what ghosts do best, haunt. There's all sorts of objects that can haunt which have a negative effect on the hunter, like locking doors. In the hide and seek mode, it's 1 versus 1. And the elimination mode has a hunter versus up to 3 human-controlled ghosts. Both are very fun with different strategizing styles required. In the 1 versus 1, the hunter has to complete 3 tasks, and each time he completes one, he gets a new gadget to help him hunt. That might be special glasses to track the ghost, or it might be the spirit lockbox which catches the ghost. By the way, that part's a ton of fun. I felt like Egon. The spirit lockbox is what the hunter uses to win whether he's playing 1 versus 1 or 1 on 3. The ghost, on the other hand, in 1 on 1 has to drain energy from the hunter, and during 1 versus 3, the ghost must collectively place these rings in obelisks, charge them up, and after that, they can touch the hunter to win. It takes strategy and cooperation, which is not a skill everyone has.
Let go of that one. Just put that one down. Put both hands out. No, don't touch that one. Don't touch that one. Put both hands out. No, stop.
The game has a lot of potential in the customization market, but I was a little surprised to see that from the beginning, you can choose from like 5 or 6 different skins for both the hunter and the ghost. There is gold to collect in the game, and none of the skins costs any gold, and all of them are free and available from the beginning. As soon as I saw the wardrobe, I assumed this was cool stuff I would work towards, but no, you instantly get access to everything. I think that needs changing. I was jealous of other players' skins when I first started playing until I realized I had them too. I hope they incorporate adding more cool skins, possibly with benefits. As of right now, they're simply aesthetic, which is okay, but something needs to change here. The game also has cards that you can get as you level up, which improve abilities of either the hunter, ghost, or both. These cards can be individually leveled up by using gold. This is the only way to use gold at the moment. This also needs to change. I think the hunter should get to purchase new traps to find in-game with new abilities, and the ghost should get to purchase new ways to haunt and possess objects. Each of these things could have new abilities that are only obtainable by collecting and saving gold. It would also make sense to give level requirements to really cool stuff. The first thing I thought when I saw a new ghost skin was, awesome, I have something to work toward. But I don't. I already have it. I have a little more beef with the game, like the whole matching up process, but let's move on to how they did with the maps for now. I've not yet played all the maps. I've played Pyramid, Graveyard, Ghost Realm, one other. There's a train map I can't wait to check out. Overall, I'm really pleased with both the number of maps and the aesthetics of them. The Pyramid is the least scariest, but with the Egyptian ghost skin, that might be a little more intense. The detail is great on the maps. Character models could use a little bit of work, but they're not too bad. Places to hide are numerous, objects to interact with are everywhere, and whether I'm the ghost or hunter, I feel like the maps were catered well for both of them. You can tell Carbon Studio put a lot of effort into perfecting this experience. So far, the community experience has been pretty good. I maybe ran into one squeaker. Besides that, I was with adults or people who sounded like they were almost there. The game is not getting much attention, so the community is small. You'll likely run into the same players more than once. I didn't have any issues with problem people, however, I was told they're out there. Another problem I had was that you can't easily add people as friends or invite them to private matches. Luckily, there were so few people playing that we kept finding each other over and over, but an add friend button would have been extremely helpful as we were setting up new times to play, but since I couldn't add them, I had no way of easily inviting them. I searched their names in the Oculus app, but they didn't come up. And the recently met section didn't even have Hunt Together on there. It was as if I'd never played. Like a ghost. Or a glitch, I don't know. Speaking of glitches, one of the worst was that after people were disconnected from my game, once or twice, I could still hear them. Even after I started a new game, they were in the background. That was almost scarier than the actual game itself. Privacy concerns are a big deal.
Oh, wait. Are we disconnected?
How do I go to recent people?
How am I still hearing you, but we're disconnected?
I thought the wardrobe had a frame rate issue, but only while recording I discovered this was actually happening. And that wasn't the only recording issue I had. A guy told me he recognized my voice from YouTube, but when I went to put it in a video, his audio wasn't in that recording. The second recording I did with him had his voice, but he didn't talk about it then. I know, comments are gonna be flooded with the word liar. But regardless, this game doesn't like the record button. Probably because Ghost can't be recorded. And on my first attempt at playing, there were multiple instances where the game didn't end, but it kept telling me client disconnected. It happened so much I thought it was a glitch. However, it might have been people using the 30-minute free trial. The free trial needs to be changed so that when their time limit is up, the match they're on gets to end. Because many of them said they blasted through the tutorial to not waste time. Then they didn't know much and didn't have any time to learn and only played an incomplete match where they barely knew what was going on. Probably not the kind of experience that says, buy me now. In spite of this information, I had a great time. I never once felt frustrated, angry, or like I wanted to quit. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to play again. Overall, I feel like Hunt Together is a good game as it stands, but it has a lot of potential. And the reviews on the game say that the developers are listening and implementing. That's a really good sign, and I can't wait to see where it goes. If you don't want to pay full price, I have a limited 25% discount in the description.
Secret passages.